Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. We began celebrating Navaratri on Monday of this past week. From Monday to Wednesday, we committed to not being tamasic, and we did so by invoking energy. From Thursday to Saturday, we committed to not being rajasic, and we did so by invoking enthusiasm. From physical energy to mental enthusiasm. From today to Tuesday, we commit to not being sattvic. Sattva is a guna or a rope. Whether that rope is rough or smooth, it is still a rope. And we do this by invoking empathy. Empathy is like oneness in the form of a verb. Empathy is the oneness being practiced. When we go past sattva, when we go past this limit, there is only oneness. In our final 3 days of Navaratri, I'm encouraging everyone in every which way to invoke empathy. And our community has an ideal way to practice that in supporting our awe, our air, water, earth. All those in the Contentment Challenge, all those in our Running from the Mind community. This morning I started to jog at 4:59 a.m. and the lights on the track turn on at 5 a.m. So it feels good that they turn the lights on for me. And so I finished 21 kilometers and came back in time to be with all of you. All those who are joining the Chinmaya Inspiration Yatra 14, all of those in our courses, I've shared with all of you, give what you feel, not what you think. Give what you feel to the one who is always feeling you. Whether you're standing or lying down on a bed or even in an airplane, she's still feeling you. We have raised nearly $60,000, maybe more right now, for awe. And we're about to complete chapter 9. We're about to complete half of the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. We've already completed half the verses. So we've already completed 540 mornings. On Wednesday, when we meet, let us commit to completing our effort for our environment. I cannot conceive of a better way to celebrate Navaratri, neither with singing, nor dancing, nor decorating, but rather through empathizing. What we do in Meaningful Mornings, we're engaged in training in knowing. We train to know. Know what? To go from that which is perceivable to that which is subtle. From that which is subtle to that which is causal. From that which is causal to that which is transcendental. That which is the highest. And we've been doing this for months. When we were in chapter 2 and chapter 3, I was sharing, more important than right actions is the right attitude. More important than the right attitude is the right Atma, knowing who you are, that's causal. Shri Krishna, in recent verses has shared, they are in me, meaning all of creation is in the Creator. Those who know that, then they feel He is in them. That the Creator flows through creation. You can internalize this more. Those who know the thoughts are an awareness, they feel that awareness is in the thoughts. What this all filters to, there is not the creation and creator, there's only consciousness. There's not thoughts and awareness, there is only infinity. We've all been exposed to this through Meaningful Mornings. We've been exposed to this for decades. If this is not our feeling, then take a sankalpa. Kalpa means to change. Sam means the right change. Take the sankalpa to be a sadhu. That you will dedicate all that you are to nobility. And what is the practice of nobility? Inclusivity. The one who is inclusive is accepting. And we have a methodology for that, to have less likes and dislikes, starting with articles. When I came home, our children were eating waffles. Waffles with what? Ice cream. See how they've gone past likes and dislikes. Whatever food comes to them, they eat that food. How great my children are. When you're trained in having less likes and dislikes towards articles, then it starts to apply towards circumstances. Today was cold, 10 degrees Celsius. But I was thinking to myself that I'm really not running because of the temperature of my body. I'm running because of the quietude of my mind. My shirt itself says, train to quieten to train. So it's training for not having likes and dislikes with circumstances. And finally, to not have likes and dislikes with beings. That's exactly how Shri Krishna is with us. Sarva Sama. To be a sadhu, one needs to be active. One cannot be a sadhu passively. I'm reading an insight from Pujya Swami Tejomayananda, Pujya Swami Chinmayananda, not that there's a difference. He who steadily walks the path with a steel heart of resolution, open-eyed and enthusiastic, cheerful and heroic, alone is noted for sure success. Exercise your willpower. I don't know how to describe chapter 9. It is indescribable. The next verse, and maybe the greatest gem of chapter 9. I don't even know how to compare what we're studying right now. If I weren't teaching these verses, I think I would cry every day. When I read these, when I reflect on these, I only don't cry because I know I have to teach. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat chantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi na me bhaktaha pranashyati. one of the greatest quarters of Bhagavad Gita. And me bhakta pranashyati. First quarter. The one who promises to be noble. Kshipram, like shigram means quickly. Bhavati, they become dharma atma. They identify with the right atma. The right atma is the one that engages in the right attitude, the right actions. They know that their nature is not to be selfish. I'll speak a lot about this in our Practices to Perfection course. The first quarter, keyword, rightness. The one who's engaged in rightness. And what do they experience? Shashwata shantim negacchati. Gacchati means to go, like my legs moving. I'm going around a track. Nigacchati is not to go, it is to feel. Feel what's already there. This is a rediscovery of what? Shashwata. That which is original, that which is our nature, and is still fresh. That which is still incredible. What is original and fresh? Peace. Shanti. For your grandparents, was peace important? For your parents, was peace important? The real question is, for you, is peace important? Peace is the original need, and it's fresh. It will always be like that. Kaunteya. That's Amit and Dhruv and Dwija and Charu and Lavanya and Prashanti and Dwayne and Rupa and all of you, okay? He didn't say my name. I'm not Kaunteya. Prati janihi. You must know. Not a could or should or would. You must know. Me bhaktaha. My devotee. The one who depends on me with their words, with their actions, with their lives. Na pranashyati. They are never destroyed. You can take this in a very technical sense that they let go of the fear of change and death. In a more immediate sense, they do not feel dejected. Their results are not theirs. They are not theirs. There is only Sri Krishna. Pujya Swami Tejomayananda shared with us, Sri Krishna, in reference to a devotee, to a bhakta like you, is not concerned with your past. He's happy that you've come to him. That Sri Krishna is looking for chances to forgive us. And we give him lots of chances. We love Sri Krishna also. But he's looking for those chances. And some may be thinking, Vivekji, you're exaggerating. This is all just talk in terms of love and so on. If we spin this back to the Mahabharata, a significant reason why Sri Krishna has come to our world is to help Jaya and Vijaya. His devotees who made a mistake, Shri Krishna has come to help them. If you think of Bhakta Prahlada, his own father tried to assassinate him, his aunt and so on, dozens of times. But he was Shri Krishna's Bhakta. So Pranashati, not applicable. NP, not possible. In modern times, Devi Meera, her own family also tried to destroy her, correct? With snakes, with poison, and so on. That snake turned into a flower garland. That poison turned into the essence of fruits. Chapter 9 is the most praised chapter of Bhagavad Gita by Sri Krishna. He doesn't praise any chapter more than this chapter, and that's why I keep sharing these gems are being spoken out by him. And if we can't, understand what it means in terms of praised, think of this in terms of supportive. There is no chapter of Bhagavad Gita that is as supportive for a seeker as this chapter. So the next time a Bhagavad Gita scholar comes to you and says, hey, Shishya, seeker, what's your favorite chapter? You wink and say chapter 9. My final reflection for all. The world is a tough place to live in. It's like we're being pulled perpetually, physically, mentally, and so on. And a reflection that I've had the past Navaratri is that asking for help, which we call japa, is a way of gluing the mind together. My kids are pulling me there. I have to do this work at the ashram. I have to travel here. I have to prepare for this. My ankle's hurt. I'm hungry. That person said this. This person doesn't attend class. So the mind is so fragmented. But when I chant Om Ramaya Namaha, Om Namo Narayanaya, it's like those fragments are being glued together. Ask for help. From inspiration to application, your recent application was to use your willpower over a small bad habit. My reflection on this is our willpower is what helps us to break our hypocrisy. In our minds, we know what is right, yet we're unable to implement that. That's hypocrisy. Willpower is a way of dismantling this hypocrisy. Here is your application for this morning. I want you to reflect lots on the other way of life doesn't work. The way of life that's not dedicated to the divine doesn't work. Be solid in that. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be joy.